Hi, hello everyone. This is Shivagami from SNS College of Technology. As I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology, here we go to explain the concept risk management in software project management system by DE-based approach. In this DE-based approach, we have three phases. The first one is empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and then testing. Here, in this empathize phase, we're going to collect the data from us holders. From the what are all the risks we're going to have in our project, and then we're going to define that project progress. The next one is idea. Here we're going to generate our risk responses. The next one is prototype. Here we're going to build the risk management plans, and then we're going to test our plans. Okay, let's see our answer.
Hi everyone, I'm Bhavika. Let's see the empathics phase. The empathics phase plays a major role in a project software management and design thinking as it helps the teams deeply understand the perspectives, needs, and the risk of all the stakeholders involved. Stakeholders can include clients, developers, testers, managers, and the end users. Each of them has different concerns and priorities that must be acknowledged. For example, clients are often concerned about the cost overruns and the timely delivery, while developers may fear unrealistic deadlines that could lead to burnout and poor quality output. Testers worry about not having enough time or resources for thorough testing. Managers face the challenge of balancing the scope, budget, and the resources. End users expect a product that is reliable, user-friendly, and solves their real problems. Together, these insights, various companies handling it, such as surveys, interviews, retrospectives, team-off meetings, and collaborative workshops, which allow them to identify the hidden risks and expectations. Early in the project, a practical example is developers express a concern about the type failures. If left unaddressed, this may result in stress, loss of motivation, and decline in code quality, which eventually affects the overall success of the program. By empathizing with stakeholders, this way project leads to a tangible in trust, improve the transparency, adjust the plans more realistically. Firstly, let's frame these problems. Framing these problems is the first and most crucial steps in management because it enables teams to identify potential risks, understand their causes, and the consequences, and classify subsequences for effects and monitor mitigations. If risks are not clearly defined, project teams may fail to respond unproductively, leading to delays, cost overruns, and even project failure. The process begins with failure with the clearly starting the core issues. With this should be the defined specific and measurable aims that the goals. For example, instead of vaguely noting integration problems, it is the more effective who forms and frames the issues as the integration with the third party API may get delays. Hello everyone, I'm Abtashni. I'm going to explain the ideas of this risk management. When it comes to generating risk responses, the goal is to think of different strategies to deal with the potential risk efficiently. One common approach is avoidance, which means changing the project plan in such a way to eliminate the risk completely. For instance, if a risk task is not essential, it could be removed, or another approach is mitigation, where we try to reduce either the probability of risk happening or the severity of its impact. This could involve adding safety measures, training staffs, or introducing new process. The transfer strategy is used when the responsibility for handling the risk can be shifted to another party, such as by outsourcing certain activities or purchasing insurance. Hi everyone, I'm Claudia. I'm going to explain prototype cases risk management. The risk register acts as a working document that records or identifies the risk. For instance, details such as a description, probability, impact, owner, and mitigation strategy are involved in stakeholders. Such as the project manager, IT security team, finance department, operation team, and vendors are asking owners of specific risks. For example, IT security team may want cyber attack risk, widely financed but not handling risk of budget overruns. This also clear accountability.
Kavya, the technologies you can use in this project.
In risk management, technologies using agile and scrum tools, version DevOps, version control system, it have and automated testing. Avoid introducing first by action behaviorally. Hello everyone, I am Dhanushya and I am going to explain about the testing user. Testing and evaluating strategies is essential to ensure they are practical, effective, and adaptable throughout the project. This involves running simulations, mock drills, and scenario-based walkthroughs to validate the assumption, assess team readiness, and identify the gaps in response planning. Project managers must also monitor the actual project progress against the predicted risk using the dashboard and key risk indicates to determine whether the mitigation efforts are working or intended.
Let's see the outcome of the risk management system goals. Consider stakeholders' concerns, adopts risk strategy dynamically, encourage creative risk solutions, and then involves the entire team is the proactive risk planning. Hope you all have understand the concept. Thank you.